Defense Secretary Hagel insists the United States did not negotiate with terrorists for Bergdahl's release. Here to talk about that, Republican Congressman James Lankford of Oklahoma. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Good morning. Do you think the Obama administration broke the law?
Yes, it's fairly clear they broke the law. In fact, they've even stepped out and said it was just so urgent that we just kind of ignored the law. This was the Obama administration looking at the law that says anyone who's released from Guantanamo within 30 days have to have some notification to Congress. That's a bipartisan negotiation. It's not just notifying Republicans and Democrats, and the Armed Services and Intelligence Committee, just to be able to discuss that back and forth. It's entirely reasonable for Congress to be involved and the American representatives to be involved in something this large. I mean, the individuals that were released, they were the top opium dealers, they were defense personnel, they were intelligence personnel, they were people that were convicted for war crimes. And these are serious individuals, and to say they're going to release them over the course of a weekend without any kind of consultation from anyone outside of the Obama administration, it's pretty serious. It's a violation of the law, and it's also just not prudent.
But the defense secretary said that the administration did consult with the Justice Department. He also said that he couldn't tell Congress, or the administration could not tell Congress, because it might have spoiled negotiations because the secret would be out.
Okay, well, that's interesting. So you've got the Obama administration notifying the Obama administration, that is the Justice Department, and them discussing it when the law says they actually have to come to Congress. The Obama administration actually kept Congress informed of the Osama bin Laden raid ahead of time. There couldn't be anything more, let's say, intelligence-oriented than that and more secretive than that, but they did follow the law on that situation, but they wouldn't follow the law on this one. So that's a little odd to me.
Well, do you think that, well, there's not a lot of trust between Congress and the administration at this moment, right? Do you think that had any part in the Obama administration's decision?
Well, I would hope not, because even that would include the Democrat-controlled Senate. The Obama administration didn't notify anyone in this process. So it wasn't just a matter of we don't like Congress and so we're just going to go around them. It's they don't like the law, and so they're going to go around the law. This was a bipartisan law that was passed dealing with a larger national defense authorization. In that national defense authorization, it made it very clear about the transfer of prisoners from Guantanamo, how that could be handled and what were the limitations on that. They just chose to ignore the law. That's a bigger issue. Now, I have to tell you, we're all overjoyed that Sergeant Bergdahl is coming home. It's the process of how it's done. It's the risk that it puts to other Americans, whether that be private contractors, other soldiers, other folks in the military, whether it be missionaries around the world. They've suddenly become a target to say, if you capture a missionary somewhere in the world or some American somewhere in the world, then we can start swapping them for Taliban leaders. That's a very dangerous precedent for Americans worldwide, and that's why this needs serious consideration.
Should any action be taken against the president or the administration?
Yeah, hearings should be held immediately in the House and in the Senate. That's entirely reasonable to talk through the process on this. Who was notified? How was the decision made? How should this be handled in the future, and to be able to hold to account any individuals that intentionally violated the law? That needs to be addressed. We are a nation of laws. You can't just say, I'm the President of the United States, I don't have to follow the law. That's not true. All of us are under the law, whether it's the executive branch, members of Congress, every American. That's what makes us America. We follow the law.
Congressman James Lankford of Oklahoma, thanks so much for being with me. I appreciate it.
You bet. You bet. Thank you.
Still to come in the newsroom. Hey, you